What were you doing between 2010 and 2019? Not everyone knows this, but those years were quite possibly the most prosperous in human history, with over 1 billion people lifted from extreme poverty and improved standards of living realized for vast swathes of the global populace. Then 2020 hit, and, along with it, the coronavirus. Originating in Wuhan, a city in the Hubei province of China, the first reports of this particular strain reached our ears in December of 2019. The virus then spread throughout the world. COVID-19 was declared a pandemic by the World Health Organization on 11 March 2020. The effect on global markets was dramatic. By late March, travel virtually shut down globally. The Dow and FTSE saw their biggest one-day declines since 1987. US unemployment benefits surged from under 500,000 people to over 3 million. And in Britain, even James Bond took cover, with the release of the latest film in the iconic franchise delayed until confidence picks up. The impact on markets was alarming, but our focus here is on a more granular level: you and your business. Are you still up and running? I hope so, and I hope I will be able to help. We are interested in answering a few critical questions for your business. How can you weather such a period of uncertainty? What practical steps can you take to keep your earnings as high as possible and your losses as low as feasible? There are human concerns at play too. How to take care of staff who depend on you, and what you might do for the community in which you operate. This book is the product of contributions from a wide spectrum of generous entrepreneurs and thinkers, professors and professionals, all of whom rush to share their best insights to help you solve these problems quickly. Answers have been provided from Texas and Croatia, England and Malaysia, Australia and Israel. Yet for all its wealth of ideas, nothing would please me more than this book ultimately proving redundant. Which is to say, if the crisis is resolved by the time it comes out, that would be a best-case scenario. Still, let's plan for the worst by pooling our best insights and arming one another for survival. We have a vested interest in one another's success. The most important principle. Here is the most important principle, upon which every other idea depends. The survival of your business relies upon this formula: profit over costs. Profit over costs is everything. Every business must have more money flowing in than out. Achieving and maintaining that ratio represents survival. We must do as many smart things as possible in order to keep that ratio in balance. So, if you're feeling lost, confused, or disoriented, place that formula at the apex of your thinking. If you can maintain profit over costs for long enough, that will do. Many business owners focus exclusively on costs and specifically on keeping them down. That is important, but it is only half of the equation. You must also strive to keep income as high as possible, lest you merely conserve yourself into the grave. Choose what fits for you. In the following chapters, you will find 50 ways to keep income high and costs low. You won't need all of them. You will only need enough to keep your profit higher than your costs for a long enough period of time. How long is long enough? Well, that's the part we don't know. So sustained clever activity will be your friend during this crisis, just as it is at any other time. The ideas we will cover are industry agnostic. Many will work wonderfully in your scenario, others might not. Nevertheless, as the best creative strategy often derives from thinking across barriers and comparing unlikely categories, I encourage you to take a moment's pause when you meet an idea that doesn't initially seem right for you. Could it be? Turn it around in your mind. With a little retrofitting, perhaps a concept from a different industry might prove to be the most valuable thing you try.